Welcome to Spenelli Speaks. Hi everyone, Danny here. Welcome back to my channel. Today is Tuesday, for me at least, and it's Tag Tuesday, so why not do a tag? And let me tell you, I love being tagged in book tag videos. The only thing is it takes me a really long time to do a tag. So if you have tagged me, don't worry, I've got you saved and I will get to you as soon as humanly possible. I don't know, as soon as slothily possible? Anywho, I am definitely doing a tag today. If you are new here, welcome to my channel. Again, my name is Danny. I am so happy that you are here. If you have not already hit that subscribe button, I hope you do and stick around and check out my content. I hope that you also hit the notification bell and comment below. I love to have a chatty chat in the comments. Now, for today, I very specifically picked this tag because I've seen a couple of other people do it. I actually just watched one this morning. Graham Sillars did it, and I was like, yeah, I really like Graham. If you have not subscribed to him, he has such a lovely channel. Oh, I love watching his book hauls. He has such a soothing voice, and his husband just put up a couple of different shelves in their bedroom for more books, and it's just, I love watching his channel. I'm super behind on everyone's stuff, so I'm probably like far behind on, he's probably got another haul, but he is such a lovely person, so I really like his channel. And I watched his How Do You Read a Book tag this morning. So when I was thinking about what tag I wanted to film for today, I looked through my tag videos that I had been tagged in, and it looks like Emily over at Novelle Novels has tagged me in the How Do You Read Your Book tag. So I'm gonna go ahead and do it because I really like this tag. It's only 4 questions. I mean, that's super easy. So thank you, Emily, for tagging me in this. I'm super excited. I love Emily. That's another channel that you really need to go and check out, Emily over at Novelle Novels. She and I are doing a buddy read right now, and I just love her. She's just so nice. She's just lovely, and I love chatting with her. It's so great. Okay, so anyways, go check those 2 people out for show. Okay, so how do you read your book tag? Now, this was originally created by Julie over at The Hungry Bookworm. If you haven't checked her channel out, definitely go and do that. Now, for me, when I say I mean like when I finally got to her videos, because I'm usually a month behind in watching videos. She was doing these tutor videos, so like cooking like a tutor meal, like how it would be if it was back in the tutor times, and that was really interesting. I really liked that a lot. She's very smart and has such an interesting way of looking at books, and I really enjoy watching her stuff. Very, very interesting. So check her out. She is the original creator to this tag. Like I said, there are only 4 prompts, so we're gonna jump right into these and see what my answers are. Now, the first prompt says, how do you go into reading a book? So how do you go into reading a book? I just jump right in. I mean, the only time I ever actually read the back of a book is probably when I'm showing you the book. I really don't go to Goodreads and look on anything. I mean, I'm a total cover buy kind of person, so even though you shouldn't judge a book by a cover, I do. So if a cover is really appealing, I will definitely pick it up and read it. If I hear like a lot of suggestions on Booktube, like I'll put it in the back of my mind, but I won't read it until the hype has died down. But usually I just jump right in. Very rarely read the back of a book. I just read it. And I really try hard not to watch the movie before a book, because then all I see are the characters from the movie. So, okay. Anyways, and now I'm going off on a tangent. This is like 4 questions long. This shouldn't be this long. Okay. The second prompt, do you take a book at its face value? Huh. I don't really know what that means. Do you take a book at its face value? Does that just mean by what it looks like on the cover? Because, I mean, there are some books that you look at the cover and it's like some quote from... So, like, if it's a horror book and then all of a sudden you see, like, Stephen King says, it's amazing, then you expect it to be amazing because it's another horror author saying that this book is amazing. But I always think to that, like, I'm always like, did you even read the book? I never take any of those, like, seriously. Not when I'm article, nothing. I don't take any of those. I'm like, I don't care. You paid for those people to say something about your book. So I don't really know how to answer that. So that's my answer. Number 3, do you read a book as the author intended or go into it deeper and peel it back? Well, quite honestly, I never even look at what the author has to say about it. I don't even hardly ever know who the author is or what the author does or what the author has done or how many books. I very rarely can even remember who the author is after I've read a book. Unless it's a series or an author that I have found, like, okay, so like Nora Roberts. Okay, I would know what books of Nora Roberts I have read. I would know what books of Dan Brown I have read. I would know books of Mitch Albom that I have read. But any other book, like single or books that are just random, I would not remember that. Nor would I go into thinking like, I want to know what the author intended here. I don't care. Because you have just written something and you put it off into the world, and now I caught it and I'm reading it and I'm going to take whatever value I want out of that. I do dive deep depending on why I'm reading the book. If I'm just reading it for pleasure, some things will like stick out to me. Like for instance, here's a good example. I'm reading Penny Reed's Beard books, those Winston Brother books. They're romance novels. They're real good. If you're just reading them for pleasure. If you start to ask yourself about a lot of the things, none of it makes sense. Why is everybody famous, rich, real good looking? That does not happen in the real world. But then I think myself back. I'm like, bring it back, Danny, bring it back. This is for pleasure. This book is merely for you to get to and from work and hear about 2 people getting on. That's it. But then the Danny that's, you know, sat behind the desk for 8 years goes, why is everybody so magnificently smart, funny, can do no wrong, everything good happens to them? It's a little concerning. That's where I dive a little bit too deep. Anywho, too deep on a romance novel. Anywho, number 4, prompt 4. As a booktuber or reader or reviewer, do you read a book differently knowing you are going to review it? Do you venture into other genres for a review? Well, it's not like I'm getting paid to do anything. So, as a booktuber, I just read and I tell you what I think. I don't try to, like, break anything down, anything more. It's more just, like, what my opinion is. And when I review it and I do my wrap-ups, I tell you, this is just my opinion, and I let you know if you're a person like this, you'll like it because of this, and if you're a person like this, you like it because of this. Now, if I were to be specifically reviewing it for someone who had asked me to do that for a specific article or whatever, yeah, I'd probably be way more critical, and not critical in a sense of trying to find flaws, but just more critical in the sense of what is the writing style, what is the, plot Is the plot good enough? Is, you know, like all that kind of stuff. But typically for just booktube, there are those factors involved, but they're not as heavily thought about, I guess. I don't know. Do you venture into other genres for a review? I don't venture into other genres for review, but I do venture into other genres to expand my book vocabulary, I guess. I don't do it extensively, but I do it enough so that I have a broad sense of that genre. Because I don't like when people say, well, I don't like horror, but they've never tried to read horror. Like, read a couple here and there so that you have a good idea of like, yeah, this is probably not for me, because you don't know what you don't know. I think that's my answer. So that's it. 4 prompts, and I still am like almost at the 15-minute mark. I need to get better at this. Anywho, so now is the part where I am to tag people. And I do love to tag people. And I love to tag all of my new Booktubish friends and Booktubish friends who have smaller channels like myself. So I definitely think I'm going to I know I'm going to tag Erica over at Tome Travelers. She is new to Booktube, so if you haven't yet checked her out, she is very, very new, needs some subscribers to support her, so definitely jump over there and say, hi, Erica. And then I'm also going to tag my good friend Sarah over at Sadie Reads Again. I think that she is great, and last time I checked, she got over 100 subscribers because she is fantastic. I don't know, I haven't tagged you in a while, but Casey over at Lost in a Bookcase, have you done the reread tag yet? You should do it. No, I'm telling you to do it. And then, not the reread. This isn't the reread tag. This is how do you read tag. Ay, 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 ay. And how about Angie over at Literary Labors? Have you done this tag? If not, do it. I mean, you don't have to, but anywho, so I think that is good for now. I truly appreciate you hanging out with me and finding out a little bit of how I read. I basically just pick up a book and say, hey, you look nice. Do you want to spend some time together? I do. Well, until next time, I hope you're taking care and staying safe, reading something great, and you know how it goes. Happy reading, guys. Bye.